And Lord Krishna explains that when somebody experiences this, they think it's the greatest gain and there's nothing greater to be gained. So what is this? It's right there in the Gita. Once experiencing this, one thinks there's nothing greater to be gained. Would you like to have this? You already have this. You are this. It's a verse on self-realization. And so it says when the yogi realizes himself, then he realizes this is the greatest thing and there's nothing greater. So how is that? Because we are by nature blissful. We are by nature eternal. And we're by nature fully cognizant. In Sanskrit, Sat Chit Ananda. Have you heard of that before? Sat Chit Ananda. I have a t-shirt that says you are full of chit. If you go to sattva/apparel .something, you can order it. Got that commercial in there, yeah. Right. So, you're full of chit, that's for sure.
Do you have any of those shirts?
We're printing them in India right now. I'll bring them next time. And you can order them online. You're full of chit, you're full of ananda, bliss, and you're eternal. Sat. So,
I'm not full of shit.
Only chit. Maybe full of other things also, I don't know. But we're definitely full of that. Consciousness, awareness. So, there's an analogy I heard from my spiritual master that is to convey the idea that what we're looking for is who we are, but we're looking outside ourselves for happiness. We don't find it. So there's a type of deer called a musk deer. A musk deer has the scent of musk in their antlers, their horns. And they don't know they have it. And musk is very enchanting scent. And the deer is enchanted by that. And I was told they run all over the forest, even sometimes injuring themselves, looking for the scent, not knowing that they have it. So that analogy is very good. You ever see people running around looking for happiness? And we're still looking, right? We're running and looking and running and looking. When that happiness is within us. That's who we are. And that's why when we look for it outside ourselves, we always feel like something is missing, it's not complete. I want to tell another story. It's a really beautiful story. It's one of my favorites. This is from a book called the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled about 5,000 years ago. It's considered the essence or the cream of all the literature that's come from India, all the Vedas. So this story takes place, I'm not sure how long ago, takes place in another age, another time in history. And during this time of history, the spiritual people, their job was to teach, and society supported them, especially the kings. So they had no worries about maintenance, and they did their services freely. They taught, they were astrologers, they were doctors, counselors, and whatever money they were given, or food or clothing, they accepted, and they lived accordingly. But especially whenever they were called Brahmins or sadhus, whenever they would visit a king would always ask them, what do you want? I can give you anything. So this is a story about an incarnation avatar of Krishna. His name was Vamana. And he took the form, and you'll know why, he took the form of a midget or a dwarf. So he was a young, small boy. He was traveling, and he came to the kingdom of a king named Bali. And Bali said, what do you want? I can give you anything. That's a huge kingdom. Whatever you want, ask for it. And this little young Brahmana boy said, I'll just take 3 steps of land. Because if you take 3 steps, that's enough to lay down. Basically. Isn't it? 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. I need 3 steps. It's enough to lay down, and then when I wake up, it's enough to sit down. And he's a sadhu, a renunciate, he doesn't have much. So the king said, why would you ask only 3 steps of land from me? I could give you whatever you want, I can give you. And he said something really important. And I'd like you to think about this, because you could think about this the rest of your life. You can see how it plays out. He said, if I cannot be satisfied with 3 steps of land, I won't be satisfied with your whole kingdom if you gave it to me. Isn't it? Have you seen that in your life or the lives of others?